So here we were talking about the information technology, and we gone through these slides, and now we will see its chapter 1.1. Uh, then we will discuss our. So information technology has been discussed now. Its application and the other principles or the practices will be discussed. So carry on. We left here that the computers we found in four sizes: microcomputer, mid-range computer, and mainframe computers. With them, we can see the supercomputers as well. So, microcomputers are relatively compact type of computers and the most common of all. Easily outsells and other types of the computers annually for the businesses use can be taken at the home or the offices. So as we have the laptops, desktops, palm PCs. Now these are the some sort of microcomputers. We can see that the desktop computers, the notebooks, laptops, tablet PCs, personal digital assistants, and palm PCs. The detail is also available in other lectures, but here we will see give an overview. So mid-range computer, computer to use interconnect the people large sets the information more powerful than the microcomputer, and the microcomputer is usually dedicated to performing the specific functions. So these mid-range computers are known as mainframe computers that can be used to as a server in a central organization, as we have seen that there were lots of departments that can be interconnected by using mainframe computers, and the centrally information can be processed there. And the supercomputers, the most powerful computers of all computers, the supercomputers were designed to solve the problems consisting of long and difficult calculations. As we know, the NASA and the other organizations, weather forecasting and weather connect data collection and huge data collection, these computers are used to perform the high computational ranges. Now, from the hardware, we learned about the basic definition that hardware are those parts of the computer or home we can touch, and these the computer and its associated equipments are also known as hardware. In the program, we have seen in the detail that a set of instruction that directs the computers to perform the certain tasks and produce certain results. So if we have a program, then definitely it has to go in a systematic manner, and then receiving the particular type of the data it has to produce and convert that particular type of the data into the information. The software, the general term for the set of instructions that controls the computer and communication networks. So communication network has also some sort of the software that are known as the device drivers that has to work accordingly in order to send information from one place to another place. So, as a system, a set of components that direct to accomplish a purpose, the information system can be see a business of information system designed to produce the information need for the successful management of the structured problem processes department or businesses, as we have seen in the figure and one of the previous lecture that there was a human resource department, inventory department, accounting department, and lots of other departments are available. But when they work together, they have the all parts of the businesses to run the businesses. These all departments are very much necessary. So if we see that a typical business system, there is a sale order, then crediting. If the availability is there, then no. If the product is not inventory is available, then the manufacturing is involved, and again the material is involved. Then the accounting is involved. If when it is processed, then the invoice has been received to the customers. So communication we have discussed very well, but we are giving the overview, sending and receiving of data and information over the communication networks. Now, what are these networks? We know that local area network, LAN, metropolitan area, MAN, wide area network, WAN, or some sort of the options with us. So communication network, a set of locations or nodes consisting of hardware, programs, and information linked together is a system that transmits and receives the data and information. So we know that actually the information has to travel. That's why the communication networks has to perform lots of vital role in order to connect the different locations. If I am here and you are there and you are listening to me because of the use of the technology, the computer that you are using is also a node, and computer that I'm using is also a node. And between the department, from the inventory department to accounting department, we can see that these all are set of locations, but when they are interconnected, that can be seen that the proper communication technology was used in order to form use the efficient way of the information technology. So data communication, the transmission of data and information through the communication mediums, and these mediums are the cables and conduits, and now the wireless technology has also brought into the information. So what is the information technology from the know-how perspective? The capability to do something well. Now, what type of the do something well? It means that information technology know-how consists of familiarity of IT tools, including internet. Means the business who has to run has some sort of the information that how can we use internet in our particular way, the marketing department, the social applications, the business applications, and the other applications has to go there. So possession of the skill needed to use these tools. Now we are here to learn these tools, and this course will enable you to how to use these tools in order to get the some sort of the acknowledgement there. And understanding of when to use the IT to solve the problems to create an opportunity. Basically, the understanding of IT is the when solve problem solving technique that will create an opportunity to gather some sort of the efficient type of the functions of the information technology. In this way, we can see that the functions of information technology capture, transmit, process, store, receive, and generate some sort of the data. So these are the six functions which can capture the data, which can transfer the data, which can process the data, store and receive the data. So everything, there are six sort of the processes we can see one by one. So capture the data, the process of compiling detailed records of activities. Now, what type of activities? We know that we have the sales order and other. Now, these are the actually capturing of the market. If we get attention of the market, then we have to use the social applications. That is also data. So data can be seen how it can be processed, the process of converting, analyzing, computing, and synthesizing of all forms of the data or information. Data processing. information processing, word processing, image processing, and voice processing. Now, all are the different formats of the data. Information processing, we know data processing, we have an idea. Word processing, yes, we are processing the words in order to tackle either this is a command that how can we do the word processing as well. Then the image processing. Now you have seen in the coronavirus the image processing and voice processing applications have been developed by some sort of the companies to know the temperature by using the uh, we can see the CCTVs monitoring, and their voices are being also monitored. Either the voice is matching to the previous voice or the voice has some sort of distortion. If yes, then they have to give some sort of the further analysis. So generation, the process of organizing information into the useful form, whether as a number of the text, sound, visual images there. So stored and retrieval operations can also be done. We can store the data and it can be retrieved at any time. Because of the storage is the computer process of retaining the information for future use, and retrieval is the process of which computer locates, copies, and stores data and information for further processing or transmission of another. This is the simple example that I have recorded this lecture, stored this lecture, and you are retrieving it again and again. You are viewing it again and again. This is one sort of the example as well. So the transmission, the computer process, and distributing information over the communication link, as we know. We have discussed in the class as well that electronic mail is one of the a good example. Then voice messaging is the good example we have discussed. But the main thing was that the speed, consistency, precision, and reliability are the key components, because we can't compromise upon the speed. Whatever the device we have to focus that speed should be there in the information. There should be no barrier in the speed and consistency. Either it is 10 kbps, but it should be consistent, means regular. There will be no fluctuation in the consistency and precision. We should have the some sort of mechanism to have understanding about that this should be the particular output, and whatever the understanding we have to think that it has been precised very well. Then the reliability means there should be the guarantee that it will never go fail. Otherwise, the banking sector and the other sectors will not rely upon the technology, information technology especially. They will never use the applications because we rely, that's why we are using it. So, helping the people problem received in difference between the existing condition and the desired condition. Problems definition, we can have some sort of the perceived difference between the existing condition and the desired condition. The problem solving terms refers to the process recognizing a problem, identifying alternatives for solving successfully implementation, and the chosen solution is there. Now, the information technology, we have discussed that it can be used all around the world in the television applications. From the television perspective, the sports channel are there, the news channels are there, promos are there, and lots of things. The movies can be edited, horror movies, cartoons are there, lots of the entertainment television are there. You can see the use of television there. In the education, you can see the information processing in there. We are here to listen this lecture. That's why this is one of the use there. So training in the HRD department and training can be done the driving the car, the driving the vehicle, the driving the bicycle, the driving the aeroplane, and different missions. People can be trained through simulations. The entertainment uses the games and the other processes can be digitized and giving to in the shipping for a good product can be transported from one place to another place. So the monitoring of the shipping can also be done. So the paperwork can be avoided into the digital work. Money and investment banking sector, as I have discussed in the class, can also be seen, and stock exchange is another example. In the agriculture, there are lots of applications from, as I have discussed, one that the moisture, the proper watering, and other sort of the applications there, which can give us the information either the crop is going to be well or not. Then the taxation and accounting application are there. You can see lots of taxation and accounting websites are available where you can pay, see your vouchers and your assets and their taxes and tax collection as well. And information technology has also brought revolution in the field of health and medicine. Lots of applications of the health and medicine can be observed now. The digital applications are available in order to give some sort of application there. Then the manufacturing has also involved, as I have given you the one example from the textile that the robotics are working there, and in the vehicles, the robotics are vehicle. They are in manufacturing and the journalism. You can see the e-newspapers and other lots of things can be converted there. And in the energy sectors, the bills, the lots of gas bills and other type of the applications are there where we can record our complaints, we can receive the services goods, and lots of the facilities there. And sports is one of the industry that is promoted by for example, the third umpire discipline in the cricket. We can have an idea about that. So, with the responsibilities of using information is to be informed. We must be informed very well to make the proper use of it and safeguard to save our organization as well. So, thank you very much for your active listening, and hopefully, in the next lecture, we would have idea about the information processing as well. So let's end the application.